for the bubbles. Huh. That's strange. I'll put you guys right there for a minute. I know it's a little loud. I'm going to just put my defrost on. Anybody walking? Anybody walking? I see you rolling and some people might get caught riding dirty. So, I did like the tiniest bit of research before I had to run out of the house, and I should have left 10 minutes ago, and I'm stopping to get a coffee. I should be fine. It's at 8:45. So, and look at all the families and the babies and the dogs. Oh my gosh. This neighborhood just turned into like Kid Central. It's absolutely amazing. Okay. 1957, don't quote me, I'm almost positive 1957 had almost the exact date of the 2008, the exact percentage. So 2008 was the lowest not in history, but in the last couple hundred years, besides 1957, the lowest birth rate in, I don't know, I said something probably about the regression or blaming it on that. I don't know. But as I was doing a little more research, it said how many years, if you were born in 2008, how long will you live? And I think it was like 78 years. Children that were born in the millennium of 2000 will live 100 years to 102 years. I didn't even know that was a thing, guys. And then it said something about table B. And I've been saying something about letters lately, so that's got 2 circles. I don't know what to say. Like, I was kind of shocked with some of this stuff, so I didn't check 98. I think for me, with being born in 77, it said like 78 years, give or take a couple years, if you're healthy. So, and I don't know why the millennium babies get to live the longest, but I do find that odd, guys, that they can put numbers on that without even knowing if it's actually a fact, because they're still alive. You know what I mean? So it's just very strange to me how they calculate stuff like that. I screenshotted a lot of other stuff too in regards to 2008, so it could be you're so 3000 late is what I keep hearing. So I don't know what that means. There needs, you know, a baby boom. Like in 2007, it was a year where it peaked. I had kids in 2007, but I didn't know that it peaked around 4 or 5 million in the U.S. That was like, but 2007 was a huge peak. And again, they would all be 17. So I didn't look up that age. I just was wondering how they're calculating without an end, without a death certificate. So I thought that was strange. I don't even know how that makes sense. I can't wrap my head around it. Because they're not even dead. So why does somebody that was born in 2000 live longer than all the other generations? How do they estimate that without death certificates? And it's just, it clearly is just, what's the word they would use? I don't know. How the fuck do they calculate that though? You know what I mean? will the weather be better then? Will the weather be better? Will humanity survive? Like, so there must be something there, because they don't have the death certificate. So how the fuck do they calculate that? And it's all science and, government, things like that they keep secret from us, but they do know how things are going to go down because they're running the country right now. So and 2007 was the lowest compared to 57. But in 57, they considered that a baby boom. I do know 17-year-olds are being targeted. So they're probably trying to kill off a majority of that population. Because it's part of the population that their kids will make a difference. So do be careful with vaccinations, going back to school. Do they need it? Do they not need it? And I'm still blown away with the whole Zika plague that's going to start going around, and they're going to say it's a different type of flu, but it is that flu that comes from, was it Africa or New Zealand? I think New Zealand, right? Maybe that's why I heard New Zealand again. I remember mentioning vaguely where the host is actually from. So, yeah. So, others of you too, you might need a makeover, because we got pulled to all that, the hair thing, and I thought they brought it in like it was a big deal. So for those who are kind of like gloomy, or, I could always look in my moon calendar and see what a good day would be to color your hair. Or get a trim, because it lasts longer, it's healthier. There's certain days that are best for that. I did just watch a video last night on Vikings' hair. Like, they had a lot of hair, and all the herbs they used to wash their hair, like being all shiny and strong and shit. And it was mugwort was in there. It was like 5 different herbs. It's kind of like a shampoo and a soap at the same time. I thought that was interesting. I have no idea where that came from. Oh yeah, that was hair. So there's something with your hair. And I've had hair videos before. Stagnant energy sits in hair. Your hair gives energy. Shit like that. So maybe it's time for a trim or a touch-up. I made 2 appointments in the last year, and I canceled both of them. But I have it at home, and I've just been like, I have no desire. Oh my god, it's a long wait. Let's see how quick it goes. Oh, it's too late now. I can't get out of the line. It's at least 3 more cars. I didn't gonna time it. So yeah, hair. Maybe a haircut would be good, or if you can't afford it, trim off the ends. Whenever I cut my hair, I trim off the ends. Whenever I touch up my roots, I cut off some ends. My hair's so long, I just split it in 2 and cut, trim it. So again, I just feel like you can even trim it in your own house. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy. Is the vibe I'm getting. some of you might straight up want to just color your hair. If you've been thinking about, you know, a certain haircut, or now's the time, or color. I love black on me, but my roots don't hold black. They don't hold red either. I like red on me too. But I wanted to say I do look best in like blonde. And I think I have new hair growth because I have new blonde hairs growing in where my white hairs used to be. So I also think that's odd that my white hairs are now turning blonde. So I think for me, I'm going to stick with blonde, but again, just a pair of house scissors, trim the end of a couple ends of your hair. If it's really short, then get a cut. But I remember once that guy I talk about that kind of came into my life, the gatekeeper, you know, he's like, why don't you do the whole Cleopatra look? I'm pretty sure that's straight hair with bangs. And my hair is too curly. That means I'd have to wake up every day and do my hair. I do not have time for that shit. But Spirit's like, yeah, you do. Because you make time, right? But I can't be bothered getting up every day and straightening my hair. And I think, didn't I chop my hair right around the time I started YouTube? Well, I think it was before that. I can definitely get away with bobs too, but they're just too much work. I guess the message here is just trim your hair with house scissors, guys. If you can't get an appointment or they're booked out. I'm sure there's like Supercuts. There's a whole bunch of places. Like, I would never go to get like a cut and color and all that there because I had Sharon. But it's okay for a trim. I feel like some of you guys are gonna bump into like something like that where it's just in a plaza and you're like, oh wow, let me get a trim. So I'm assuming it has to do with the energy. Like when Sharon does my hair, it's on clean hair. When she colors it, it's on clean hair. You always gotta wash it the night before. A lot of boxes, it's dirty hair. So I don't know what clean and dirty, I don't know. Dirty blonde, dirty brown, I fucking find out. The Vikings only washed their hair every 4 days. So that gloss might be oil. Alright guys. I'll be back. Yeah, I did the bang thing before too. No, thank you. Unless it actually, you can get away with bangs. Like, I feel like I can get away with bangs too, but like, no, I just, no. I don't know. And I just heard some people do bangs to hide the wrinkles. I mean, that's somebody that is clearly Ooh, I don't want to say that, but I just said superficial. Let's get this clear. Not everybody is in that superficial category. But some people do care all about like their makeup and their hair and perfection. For that category, I would say like just go natural for a couple days. So maybe I'll color my hair when I get home. I don't know. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Love you.